Hi, today our group are going to present about the ethical and professional issue of microplastics. But before that, I'm going to introduce to you guys our group member.
Rakyat Malaysia paling banyak termakan mikroplastik di dunia. Kajian Amerika Syarikat mengenai rakyat Malaysia yang dikatakan makan kira-kira 15 gram mikroplastik sebulan itu membimbangkan, khususnya berhubung kesan jangka panjang terhadap kesihatan rakyat negara ini.
Apa itu mikroplastik dan bagaimana kesannya menjejaskan kesihatan manusia?
My name is Muhammad Zikri bin Murtaza and I will be presenting the introduction for our presentation. First of all, microplastic are plastic particles that are smaller than 5 mm from degraded plastic waste. They accumulate in the ocean and eventually threaten the ecosystem, biodiversity, and even human health. These issues need to be highlighted through professionally, where scientists, engineers, industry, and government should encourage ethical practices such as sustainable innovation, proper waste management, and education for younger generation. The second one is ethically, environmental responsibility to preserve the ocean health for the future. Companies should find alternative to plastic, and consumers should reduce one-time use plastic in daily life.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syairuddin Akabir Azul Shah. Today I will discuss about the three major ethical issues that related to the microplastic pollutions. Firstly, we have the environmental responsibility and ecosystem protections. As you know, microplastic accumulates in our rivers, oceans, and sediments is where they are consumed by the marine organisms, such as fish, shellfish, and seabirds. This can cause the physical harm, reduce the survival and reproduction, and also disrupt our marine food webs, and ultimately decrease the biodiversity. From ethical perspective, humans have a moral responsibility to protect the environment and others living organisms by continuing to produce and improperly dispose of plastic waste despite knowing its harmful impacts violates the principle of environmental stewardship. That's why individuals, industries, and government should work together to reduce the plastic pollutions and also conserve our marine ecosystem. For the next point, we have the human health and public safety. Studies have found microplastic in our drinking waters, seafoods, table of soap, the air we breathe, and also in our bloods and tissues. Although scientists are still studying about the long-term health effects, there are still concerns the exposure of microplastic may contribute to inflammation and increase exposure to the harmful chemicals. Ethically, governments, manufacturers, and industries have a responsibility to protect public health. That should reduce the microplastic contaminations, ensure the products are safe, and provide transparent information so that people understand the potential risks and can make the informed decisions. For the last point is corporate and government accountability. Plastic manufacturers, business, and governments all play important roles in the productions, regulations, and management of plastic waste. However, weak environmental regulations and inadequate waste management systems allow microplastic pollution to continue. So, from an ethical standpoint, companies should take responsibility for the environmental impacts of their products by adopting sustainable production methods and reducing plastic waste. At the same time, governments must implement and enforce effective environmental policies to improve the plastic waste management system. and encourage the use of environmental friendly alternatives. Failing to take these actions place environmental and health burdens on both present and future generations. Okay, for this slide, I will explain how 4 ethical principles can be applied to address issues of the microplastic pollutions. Firstly, we have the stewardship. Stewardship means that humans have responsibility to care for and protect the natural environment. Since microplastic pollute our rivers, oceans, and marine habitats, it is our duty to reduce the plastic waste, prevent further environmental damage. By minimizing the plastic pollutions, we can protect our marine ecosystem, conserve biodiversity, and ensure that future generations inherit a healthy environment. Next, we have the sustainability. Sustainability means meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. The current level of plastic production and consumption is not sustainable because it generates large amount of waste that remain in the environment for many years. To address the issues, we should promote recycling, use reusable product, and develop biodegradable alternative. This action may help reduce microplastic pollutions and support long-term environmental sustainability. Okay, for the third, we have the justice. Justice is the principle that everyone has a right to a clean, safe, and healthy environment. However, impacts of microplastic pollutions are not shared equally. Because of the coastal communities, low-income population and future generation often experience greater environmental and health risks, even though they may contribute the less of the plastic pollutions. That's why governments, society should ensure that environmental policies are fair and that everyone is equally protected from pollutions. For the last point is integrity. Integrity means acting honestly, responsible, ethically when addressing environmental issues. Governments, industries, individuals should be transparent about the environmental impacts of plastic products. Comply with environmental regulation and implement effective pollution prevention measures. By acting with integrity, they can build public trust and demonstrate a genuine commitment to reducing the microplastic pollutions.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Faiz bin Badruddin. Now I'm going to talk about the professional conduct and role. For the first one is scientists. Scientists are responsible to do a research about the origin and the source of microplastic and the effect on human and marine life. Next, monitor the trend of microplastic pollution in the coastal environment, river and marine environment in Malaysia. Lastly, they also can develop methods for detection and quantifications of microplastic in water, sediments and marine organisms. Other than scientists, policymakers also play a significant role in this issue. For the first professional conduct that they can do is create and implement policies to minimize plastic waste and microplastic pollution. Next, they also can develop policies regarding the production of plastic, waste management, recycling, and pollution control. Lastly, they can provide and manage the environment for scientific investigation. Lastly, citizens also plays a crucial role in this issue. The first one is they can minimize use of personal plastic waste and keep plastic out of rivers and oceans. Next, join in beach cleanup, recycling and environmental awareness events. And lastly, they are also responsible to report illegal dumping and promote sustainable products. So this is the real world example of professional conduct. For the first one is from the scientists. River and coastal water testing by marine scientists at University of Science Malaysia and University Malaysia Terengganu. They discovered that as much as 50% of microplastics in Malaysia are from local trash, river and sewer pipes. So the next example coming from the policymaker is banning single-use plastic bag. So the policymakers implement the Malaysia roadmap towards zero single-use plastic bag to phase out plastic bag. More than 28 big retailers including 99 Speedmart, Lotus and 7-Eleven agreed to boycott single-use plastic bag. So customers are asked to use their own bags or to pay for the reusable bag. The last real-world example of professional conduct for citizens is river and beach cleanups. So a lot of volunteers participate in clean-up activities organized by a group such as Greenpeace Malaysia or Trash Hero Malaysia. So this collection of plastic waste prevents from its entering the oceans and disintegrate into a microplastic.
For application in real life in local level, the first one is the Sea Circular Project Penang. Penang was selected as one of the pilot locations in Malaysia for Sea Circular Project. It involved the Penang Green Council, UN Environment Programme, UNEP, Corp Sea Initiative and local authorities. It is to improve the plastic collection and recycling, strengthening national waste management and help business to stop single-use plastic. This shows environmental stewardship by preventing plastic from reaching the ocean and shows the ethical responsibility shared by involved parties. Next is application in real life in national level. The example is removal of ghost net in Malaysia. Malaysia has participated in program to remove ghost net from the coastal waters. Ghost net will eventually degrade into microplastic while actively being a choking hazard to marine animals before that. It involves the Department of Fisheries Malaysia, DOF, local fishers, NGOs and coastal communities. They will collect fishing gears and document them to find out the pollution hotspot, and it will improve the fisheries management. Through this, it shows the ethical responsibility through protecting marine environment and professional accountability through sustainable fisheries management. And lastly is application in real life in global level. The Global Plastic Treaty. Countries agreed through the United Nations Environmental Assembly, UNEA, to negotiate legally binding international treaty in 2022. It promotes international cooperation in reducing plastic production, improving waste management, and preventing marine plastic pollution before it degrades to microplastic. This shows that global environmental justice by recognizing that microplastic is a national problem and needs to be dealt with together. And it reflects the professional accountability since government needs to develop policies based on scientific evidence while industry are encouraged to adopt sustainable production practices.
In conclusion, we can conclude that the problems of microplastic pollution highlight the ethical and professional duty of individuals, industries, researchers and government to safeguard the environment and public health. Microplastics are everywhere in the ecosystem, so this is the result of unsustainable productions, consumption and waste management. Ethically, society has a responsibility to minimize the damage in the environment and protect natural resources for future generations. Scientists, policymakers, and citizens have a role to play in maintaining integrity in their professional life by creating sustainable materials, enhancing waste management system, and advocating for evidence-based solutions for plastic pollution. It is important to work together to create effective policies, promote responsible consumption, and increase public awareness. Incorporating ethical principles and professional responsibility can help mitigate microplastic pollution, safeguard biodiversity, and create more sustainable and healthy environment for current and future generations.